Ever an Israeli attack stirs international outrage, the Israeli military's first response is to lie about it. Why do Western media report those lies as if they're good faith statements? I'm Tony Curran, the editorial lead of AJ+, and I am really sick of seeing the heroic journalists of Gaza subtly and slyly, and in a racist way, frankly, discredited and undermined in Western media reporting. Western media reports on the murder of Jazeera journalist Sharif and his team in Gaza on Sunday packaged the news of this latest outrage with an Israeli military claim that Anas was actually a Hamas combatant masquerading as a journalist.
عن نقص جميع المواد الغذائية في داخل القطاع، نقص حليب الأطفال، أدنى المقومات الصحية، الدواء غير متوفر.
The allegation was patent nonsense, of course, but it's in line with a long-standing tradition of Israel smearing Jazeera, even attacking our journalists and officers, as part of its information warfare strategy. The efforts to discredit Anas's journalism conform with an Israeli military guideline for managing reputational risk when the Israelis have clearly committed an outrage. The Israeli military playbook for managing these situations is clearly to deny, deflect, confuse, and disinform. They seem to believe that it helps you control the narrative if you eliminate the sources of facts that are inconvenient to that narrative. So we saw that after Israeli forces shot dead Al Jazeera's Shireen Abu Akleh,
ومنهم من يتمسك به خوفا من تكرار النكبة,
while she was reporting from the Jenin refugee camp in May of 2022. Israel's first response to Shireen's shooting was to blame Palestinian fighters for killing Shireen. An Israeli government body had actually convened and decided on the strategy, even releasing a video which they claim showed Palestinian fighters firing that must have been the reason that she was killed. That strategy collapsed very, very quickly because human rights groups, other media groups showed that the video that the Israelis had released was not actually in the same place as where Shireen was killed. So to plan B, the Israelis then framed that as an accident that Shireen could really have avoided, saying that she'd been filming too close to Palestinian gunfire and was probably accidentally killed by an Israeli bullet. Now, the goal of muddying the waters with untruths is to play for time and to hope that the first salvo of lies do their work of shaping the perceptions. Propagandists have known for years that lies, once disseminated, travel fast and do their dirty work long before the truth catches up. A second tactical option skips denial and goes straight to disinformation by claiming that the target was actually a combatant posing as a journalist. So Israel prepared for the murder of Anas al-Sharif by claiming it had evidence that he had once been a Hamas fighter. Anas himself and Jazeera have vehemently rejected this claim, and even Israeli journalists who were shown the evidence that the Israelis claim have dismissed it as flimsy at best. The only audience Israel cares about convincing are the governments of the countries that arm and enable its genocide, so it's a pretty low bar. But over the past 2 years, we've seen so many examples of Israel being caught lying about its actions that it should be obvious at this point to every news editor in the world that nothing Israel says about its actions can be assumed to be said in good faith. So why do Western media continue publishing these lies, helping them fly around the world before the truth has got its boots on? It's almost as if Western media outlets were desperate for Israel's lies to be true, because the reality might actually take those outlets too far out of their comfort zone.